South Africa had a near-flawless T20 World Cup campaign. They were notching up wins and making their ardent fans believe that this time would be it. They were on red-hot form till they came face-to-face with New Zealand. The Black Caps completely dominated the semi-final at Eden Gardens, making it a very unfortunate one-sided affair. Now, while the heartache brings a sense of déjà vu with it, the biggest memory the Proteas will have to live with after last night is having to eat their own words. The choking was not on the field, no, but in their own press conferences. Not too long ago, South Africa was celebrating the first ICC title clinched by a senior national side. A World Test Championship is not just being good on the day. It is about being more than good on multiple days and across 2 years. They beat Australia in the final, and that win really shifted something for South African cricket. It shifted something in us. It was a historic moment in cricket, and one of the people instrumental in South Africa's upswing has been their head coach, Shukri Conrad. He's tried to get them to be tougher mentally and physically. One of the things was, of course, to get the prolific South African rugby side to speak to their cricketers and coaching staff ahead of the WTC final. Shukri Conrad cuts a very stern figure. He loves to win, and that's what he wants to instill in the South African cricket contingent. But this time, he probably got done in by his own tongue. This was an exchange between him and a journalist ahead of the semi-final. We've seen how New Zealand-South Africa semi-final matches have played out in the past. There has been heartbreak, near misses, emotional scenes erupting on the field. This contest carries baggage. A lot of the personnel there might have changed, but those are emotional scars. Now, look, I know it's important to generate banter. A few harmless words here and there is fine. A jibe, maybe even a taunt, is great for the game. It builds anticipation. There's more excitement, there's that sense of engagement. But that there, by Conrad, the words that he used in that press conference was just a tad cocky. And you know what the thing about words is? They can bite you. The best time it very well, and they get away with it. Like Aussie captain Pat Cummins ahead of the World Cup final in India 2023, that comes to mind immediately, and Australia followed it up with the act on the field, silenced the crowd and took home the World Cup title. But Shukri Conrad chose the absolute wrong time, and it gloriously backfired. South Africa unfortunately had a horrid day, as it happens in long tournaments with teams especially who peak early, and South Africa were completely steamrolled into submission. It was brutal, it was clinical, and they were probably just too numb to even feel the emotions of it all sink in, like a knife slicing through, quick and painless. After the match, Shukri Conrad makes it to the post-match presser. That's the other thing about eating humble pie. Many choose to avoid confronting it later, but really you just ought to probably hand it to Shukri Conrad. He did accept what happened out there. It was destruction.
In order for you to choke, you must have had a sniff in the game. We didn't have a sniff. In South Africa, we'd say we got moored.
And that acceptance and acknowledgement is what sets competitive sides apart. South Africa was surely outplayed in every department. They fell short and so are deservedly out of this World Cup. But they will surely come back, and that side will be far stronger than before, with a healthy dose of being extra cautious in press conferences.
Power doesn't end quietly. Some deaths are not accidents. They are messages. A gunshot, a crowd, a country frozen. The killer disappears. The questions don't. This is not just about who died. It's about what followed. Governments fell. Armies moved. History rewrote itself. 5 leaders. 5 moments. One pattern. The assassination.